In this video, we're going to give 2 tips for people that consider themselves to be more of the introverted type directors, and often they see the director on set as the loudest voice, as the person that leads the set and is calling the shots from one spot behind the camera and is communicating in a loud, confident manner that you would expect from a leader. But this isn't the only way that you're able to communicate effectively as a director. There are many introverted directors that have found their way of communicating in a very powerful and different way that suits them best. So I would start off by saying, first, don't feel like you need to act like someone that you're not. Embracing your best self is going to be your best bet in communicating effectively and getting the best out of the actors and out of the talent. Now, while some people like to be the loud voice on set, communicating one-to-many in an extroverted fashion, another way you can go about this is approach each interaction in a one-to-one manner, which you thrive best in. So walk up to the talent after the set, after the take, and discuss what they did right, what you want to see more of, and maybe frame the scenario, the story, the scene in a way that elicits the emotion out of them in the best way that you can. So one-to-one communication, whether it's with your actors, with your talent, with your DP, whoever you're communicating with at the time, don't feel like you need to yell to the whole group at once. Walk up to someone and have a one-on-one conversation in the way that you are strongest at.
It's a hinge. This is the hinge on your thumb. You just hinge out.
Okay. And so approach things in one-to-one, and don't feel like you need to have your volume level be at an 8, and don't worry about everyone seeing you as confident in the moment if that isn't your best form of communication. You can have your volume at a one-to-one level and just walk up to the person and talk to them face to face. Make the eye contact. Allow yourself to move slowly, talk slowly, and at a volume that's comfortable for you. One thing I would say, though, is make sure in advance, whether it's with the client, whether it's with the talent, that you communicate what type of director you are. Talk to them and tell them, my directing style isn't necessarily being the loudest person on set. Instead, what I like to do is I like to have more of an intimate form of communication. I might not be yelling at you during the take if it's a music video, or raising my volume and leading the set in a way that maybe you would expect a director to, but this is my communication style. I will wait, I will think about it, then I will walk up and communicate with who needs to be communicated to in a one-on-one fashion. I've found for me that setting expectations beforehand allows you to not lose the confidence of the people you're working with, and then they understand, oh, this is how he communicates, this is how he leads the set. So those are the 2 tips. First, don't change your communication style to try and replicate what you've seen or what you expect from other directors, but instead, allow yourself to be your most authentic self, which is where you will communicate and just be your strongest by one-on-one communication. Walk up to whoever you're talking to, where you're at a distance that's more intimate, and use the volume that's most comfortable for you. Next, make sure, if this is the communication style you want to utilize on your sets, make sure that you set expectations beforehand and allow the talent, the clients, and whoever else you're going to be communicating with that this is how I run my sets, this is how I like to direct, and this will really make sure that you don't lose confidence from them, and they know what to expect going through, and they're not like, okay, why is this guy not leading through every single second and just being that loud voice on set that we expect from a director. Do these two things and you can thrive as an introvert director. You have a power where you can communicate maybe more in a one-on-one fashion and really bring the emotions out in a different way than many other directors. So utilize these two tips, and this is what's helped me, and I think it will help you as well.